Hello, I am here to do my check-in for week 4, the final week of the 2022 Chloe Ting Weight Loss Challenge. This is round 2 for me, and just wanted to do a drop-in and share how the final week is going for me, and also give the results for the waist measurement from week 3, which I actually took on Tuesday, and I did drop another half inch. So far for round 2, I'm down another inch in my waist and seeing changes in the rest of my body as well. Feeling really good about the way everything is progressing. And it's kind of funny because I think that's the same rate that I released from my waist in round 1. I had half an inch that I released in week 1 of round 1. Week 2 of round 1, I maintained. And week 3 of round 1, I dropped an additional half an inch from my waist. And that is the exact same pattern it's fallen into in this second round. So that I find that kind of interesting. So if it goes anything like it did the first round, this last week is going to be my big results week. This is when I'll see the most results. It's also the toughest week of the challenge, where you do 6 days of training on with no active rest, which is a lot because I am used to having that break. And I've kind of like gone back and forth in my mind about this because I do take an active week of rest in between each of my challenges that I do with Chloe Ting before I move on to the next one. And so I've kind of contemplated, like, should I just put that active rest day in the middle like she normally does, and do the 3 days of training, then take the active rest day and do 3 more, you know? Normally we only do 5 days of training a week. This is 6 days of training, so I mean I would still be getting the additional workout, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and try to see it through just the 6 days in a row and see how it goes this time. It's been a very different experience for me in the second round than it was in the first round. In the first round, it really was an issue with the last week, with the 6 days in a row, because I did kind of have some shoulder soreness that I was contending with near the end there. And I had to do some modification with some moves just to make sure that I didn't get injured. But that hasn't been my experience this round. I'm actually doing really, really well. I haven't ran into any of that. I haven't had one occasion where I felt like I pushed it too far, or like I was too sore, or anything of that nature. I've seen so much growth and so much improvement in my athletic performance in this second round, and I'm feeling super confident about this second round. It's really boosted my self-esteem, and I'm feeling amazing right now. I just am. I've had such good results, on every level. Physically, I'm seeing changes like night and day. Like when I first started this, I have a lot of drawstring pants, so I kind of like tied my pants off so they fit, just really kind of like not uncomfortably, but snugly against my skin. And I've just like left them there. I haven't like retied them as it's gone on, and it's pretty wild. After this week, it'll be 2 months of working out with Chloe Ting. I can pull that drawstring out so far on all of my pants, and to like kind of see where I was at before to where I am now, it's a major, major difference. So I'm really excited to see my after pictures from, 2 months of doing the Chloe Ting challenge. And just for my personal viewing, I'm not sure if I'm ready to share those yet. I promise you all I will. But this is a very personal, experience for me, even as I'm sharing it with all of you. There's a lot of deeper level healing I'm doing just around honoring my whole journey I've had with food and my body. And I'm getting older. I mean, I'm turning 50 this year, and just, really making peace with my body and the changes that I see as I'm getting older. And I'm really happy with the way that I'm aging, and I feel really positive about that. I have a very positive view on aging. Um, but I'm in that phase. I'm in that phase of weight release where, everything like, needs a chance to catch up with the changes. And what I'm really feeling right now is the need to kind of treat myself, I think, to a few really cute outfits, because my clothes are all super, super baggy right now. And I'm feeling a little dowdy, when I'm out and about, because my clothes are just so baggy and they're actually making me appear larger than I am right now. And that's been kind of an interesting experience, just feeling like I'm having these changes in my body, and yet my body is hidden under all these like layers of clothes. I'm just doing some kind of deeper processing emotionally around all the changes in my body. And um, yeah, I just don't feel like I'm at the place yet where I want to share that part of my journey with the before and after pictures, because it's very intimate for me, you know? But I am going to share them. I will share them, and I promise I will share them. I'm just not sure when yet, but I promise you they will be coming, and I'm keeping track of them. I got a file, set aside with all my before pictures. And now that I've finished I'm going to be finishing my second round of the Chloe Ting weight loss challenge. By the end of this week, I will be taking photos again, because I'm going to do a different challenge after this one. After I take my week of active rest, I'm going to do the Get Toned challenge and just like switch it up a little bit. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about starting a new challenge. I did add weights in, so I took the leap, and here's Ted. Yes, and Ted's been a great training partner. He has been right by my side. He trains with me every day, and we do his ball reps during my rest in between the workouts. And yeah, it's been really great. It's been really great just, getting fit. I feel so much better. I look back to my first video and I was so emotional, because I really realized like um, just how much my health challenge had sort of like taken me back, and how much I had to recover what I'd lost from that, you know, from the neurological issues I've been struggling with. It's hard when you have something going on with your body health-wise like that, and you feel sort of powerless, about what you can really do, um, you know, to just function normally. It's hard when your motor skills aren't aren't doing what they're supposed to do, when your brain is not communicating to your body, in the proper way. And just basic physical things can be really challenging. And these flare-ups are something that was really scary for me, and it really sidelined me for a bit there. So yeah, just having that realization, in my very first video did with the first round, the first vlog I shared here, and seeing how emotional I was, and then to see where I am now, I feel really good. I do. I feel really good, and I feel really happy. And I'm feeling a little emotional right now, but it's for a different reason. Like, I feel so happy that, my body is like on board again, and that I can do these things that, were such a challenge for me with that first workout. And then I'm continuing to see improvement, and I'm getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And I'm doing things with my body that I haven't been able to do since I was in my 20s. It's pretty inspiring. So I'm feeling really great about that. Um, I'm currently in uh, Panchakarma, cleanse week with the Kapha Reset course that I'm moving through with those enrolled through my other gig, Cobra's Medicine Bag, and so currently, I'm taking all kinds of concoctions to help cleanse my system. And this week, the way I'm eating is very much supportive of the detoxification process. It's pretty simple in Ayurveda. It's basically just getting kapha, pacifying foods in, increasing all the spring seasonal vegetables and fruits, and getting in lots of spices that are stimulating for the digestion, and bitters, to support the detoxification of the liver and the gallbladder, and, lots of fiber to get the intestines moving and clearing, and neti pot to clear the upper channels, and just so many things, so many things. Okay, so I've been doing that and steering clear just for this week, just for the week, of any sugar, any dairy, and any flour, because those things tend to interrupt the cleansing process. But it's okay because I can still have raw honey, and raw honey is great, and it's sweet taste, and it's delicious. And I'm not really a big like flour fan anyway. I know some people, it's like that's their life, like give me the French bread, and all that stuff, and the pasta. And I don't know. I've just never been very into that. So it's not that big of a sacrifice for me. I do like to have a little bit of cheese, so I kind of miss that this week, but it's just a week. It's no big deal. And the benefits I'm going to get from just giving my body that break to be able to detoxify are going to be really great. And I am moving a lot of stuff. So I'm excited to see what the results are going to be with the measurements. And I am going to take all my body measurements um, this week, at the end of this week. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how big of a difference does it make when you pair it with something like this, with Ayurveda and the Ayurvedic cleansing dietary approach. So, and all the like, lymphatic stimulating body work I'm doing on myself, and all the different self-care practices. So yeah, it just kind of takes it to a whole other level. So this is an experiment week for me. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I have a feeling I'm really going to like what I see, though, as the end result. I'm feeling super positive and very happy. And yeah, I don't know. I'm finishing this out really strong. So feel very confident moving into my active rest week that will be kicking off as of Monday. And yeah, I don't know. I have nothing but positivity to share. I don't have any complaints. I really don't. I feel very blessed. I feel very lucky that I've been able to get, the neurological flare ups stabilized. I haven't had one since I started this, so that's excellent. I'm really happy that I was able to add weights, and I had to get creative with that, okay? Because my weights have not arrived from where I ordered them yet, and so I had to get creative. And we had like these huge, they were empty, but a couple giant econo like size uh, old detergent, bottles that had handles on them. And so I checked the fluid ounces, and then I looked up what's the conversion of, how many pounds is this many fluid ounces, what does it actually weigh? And it was really cool because I was like, okay, well, this will work. I got 20 pounds of weights here that I can work with. So that's what I use. And they actually work really, really well. I kind of like them, just the way the handles are set. So that's what I did. I had to get creative, but I was really determined to add weights this round because I know the Get Tone Challenge works with a lot of weights and also works with resistance bands and all that. And that wasn't as much of a focus with this one. This particular challenge, the weight loss challenge that I'm currently on, it's not necessary to use weights. It's optional if you want to with some of the workouts, but there's only a few workouts in the whole series that do have even the option for weights. So most of it is just using your body weight, which for me was perfect. Just getting back to moving again. And especially with these kind of moves, they're super dynamic. There's a lot of balancing involved. There's a lot of plyometrics involved. So really bringing in the weights at the tail end here was just really perfect timing for me, and it gave my body a chance to really build up to it, and it felt really good. It feels really positive. And I don't know, when I've done weight training in the past, I've always lifted pretty darn heavy. And I'm used to swinging around, 40, 50-pound kettlebells, is kind of standard for me. So, doing 20 pounds was a lot less than I normally would do, but I did want to kind of like ease myself into it. And I don't know, I might just like I do have an Olympic bar, so I might just like pull the Olympic bar in, when I do the Get Tone Challenge and work with, some 50 pounds of weight, I might just push it and take it up there. We'll see. But that's another challenge, and this is the one we're on right now. So just trying to stay present for this last week. And yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what I have to report right now. Feeling good, feeling really positive, having a very successful run of it. And I will be back to check in after I've taken all of my measurements and have actually wrapped up the final week of this challenge. I do have, let's see, 3 more workouts to go, okay? And then there's the day of active rest that gets factored into that week. So I'll probably be taking all my measurements on Tuesday. And yeah, I'll do a video and I'll come on and I'll let you all know what the results of that was, and also what the grand total results were in terms of total body inches lost between when I first started the first challenge and me closing this second round of the weight loss challenge. So I had gotten up to 17 total body inches released by the end of the first round, which is, it's huge. That's a very impressive result. So I'm excited to add on to it, and yeah, just to see where is everything else at and what's the grand total, for 2 rounds. So I will definitely be checking back in with you all, and I'll share that with you and give you those results. And then I'll be taking my week of active rest, and then I'll be diving into the Get Toned Challenge. And I'm just going to keep vlogging once a week as I go through these challenges leading up to my 50th birthday and sharing the experience with you. And I don't know, maybe when I put up that that challenge report for the close of this, second round, maybe I'll put in a side-by-side comparison of just like my face so you can see the difference between when I first started, almost 2 months ago, and where I am at the close of this second round of the challenge. I've already looked at it myself, and have been kind of like, whoa, okay, I really see a big difference. So excited to share that with you and just let you know how I finished it up and what the results are when you pair it with the Ayurvedic self-care and cleansing approach. So super stoked to share that with all of you. And again, I just want to thank you, all of you who have commented and you've shared your experience with me and have encouraged me and have shown up and been watching the videos and giving support for the channel. I really appreciate it. I'm in my, studio room and getting ready to do some readings, for the new moon in Aries coming in tonight. Aries is the sign of the initiator. Feeling really good about this energy coming in. I feel like I'm initiating a whole new lifestyle, a whole new direction for myself health-wise. And so, yeah, I'm really excited to just dive in tonight and do some readings for you all. So do be on the lookout for those. I'm going to be pumping them out, throughout today, tonight, and tonight is today. It's already after midnight here in Detroit. I'm a late night reader, okay? So I'll be pumping those out throughout tonight in the wee hours and during the day tomorrow. And do tune in here on Broad Coven later on the evening of the first. Let's just say that the time thing is so strange, right? Like I still consider like late night as being the same day, even though it's the next day. So let's just say, Friday, April 1st on April Fools at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the Hedge will be going live here with my partner in crime, Strega Lizzie, and we are going to do an episode called Money Talks, and it's all about the energetics of getting the bag and how to go from a place of feeling like you lack to being in the black. And tackling some of the thornier issues around money and how do we block our success? How do we block our financial flow? And then we're also going to be doing a really cool money jar working. And there is a post that went out, YouTube put out a post, so do be on the lookout for that. If you're on Facebook, there's a post that went out there about the live as well. It will be broadcasted both from Broad Coven, but also on the Facebook Broad Coven page as well. StreamYard allows me to broadcast from both now, so I'm really excited about that. It will be live. It's interactive. You can do the working with us. And the post does include, some things that you'll want to have on hand if you do plan to do the money jar working with us. So I hope that you all will join us and do check out the new moon readings that I'm going to be putting out. And if you haven't, please subscribe, like, share, drop comments. It helps the channel build, and I'm so excited with some new things that I'm going to be bringing into the mix. I got lots of goals for Aries season and for this new cycle we're kicking off, and just looking forward to delivering a lot to all of you here that are tuning into Broad Covens. So I would so appreciate the support, and thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me. I appreciate all of you. Okay, happy new moon, and have a beautiful evening or day wherever you are. Take care.